Hello, my name is Joel Pam, and this is my Lab 3 demonstration. I'm going to show the part A first. So, setting that up right now. And this is my part A in base 10 or the BCD mode. So, I'm going to start doing it. 1, 2, 3, A, B, 6, 5, 4. This is the sequence that was shown on the lab assignment. So that's my BCD mode. Now switching over to my hex mode. Need to compile that. This is still in BCD mode. I just showed you that this button is used to reset. Or key 1 is used to reset. So this is still in BCD mode. Key 1 is used to reset. And now this is going to be in hex mode. Now obviously hex, the starting one is 0, 1, 2, 3, and then so on. Using key 1 to reset. So, yep, that is my part A of Lab 3. Alright, this is my part B of Lab 3. In this, we're going to look at the CLS, and I have set it up on the Questa waveform. So it should show what exactly the CLS does. The input that I'm using currently is FEDC. So that value is in hex, and it should be circularly left shifted if I simulate this. So I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to simulate it. So there's my circular left shift. Obviously, the FEDC is loaded in, and then as the clock goes to the negative edge, we see it circularly left shifting from FEDC to EDCF to DCFE to CFED back to FEDC, and then going circularly shifting again to EDCF. So that's my part B for Lab 3. Hello, this is my part C of Lab 3, and this is called the crawler. It uses the CLS and connects to the hex board display. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna read a manual message, and which is a 64-bit hex value, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, A, B, C, D, F. And what it's gonna do is it's just gonna crawl across my hex display. Before I get it started, key 0 is my reset button. Let me program this in real quick. So key 0 is my reset button. Key 1 is my on-off switch, and then key 2 is my load. So if I press on-off and then if I load it, that should show the hex, the manual hex value, and it's rolling over. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A, B, C, D, E, F. So if I press the on-off switch, it should pause. So now it's showing 9 A, B, C, F, 0, 1, 2. And if I reset, I can reset it, and then I can load, turn it on again. So that's my crawler with a manual message of a 64-bit message value. So that's part C of Lab 3. Okay, this is my part C, or part D of Lab 3. And in this part, we're connecting the keyboard to the CLS, which is connected to the hex board value. So what's going to happen is I will enter a 64-bit hex, or 64-bit binary code on my keyboard, which is going to go into my CLS, and then which will display on my hex board in a scrolling fashion. Quick note, the buttons on this are key 0 is for my reset, Key 1 is my on off, and then key 2 on my hex board is my load button. So there's 3 different values that this lab has asked me to showcase. So I'm gonna pull those up real quick. Sorry. So it asks, the first value it's asking to showcase is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, F. So I'm gonna just load that in real quick. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me just make sure I'm entering. Yep. 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now if I press on and load, and that should show the value that I just entered in, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, F. And I can use my on-off switch to pause it. There's F0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or A, B, C, D, D, E, F, 0. So that's my first value. I'm going to reset the board, and I'm going to put in the second value, which is FEDC BA 9876543210. So FEDC BA 9876543210. And I'm going to do the same of starting it, loading that in. So now it's the new value in there. So the FEDC BA 9876543210. Now we'll use the on-off switch to pause. So that shows the 5432 210F FE DB. Oh, I might have entered in 2 values at the same time. Let me reset that and load that value in again. So it's FEDCBA 9876543210. Start load. So that's the right value. So FEDC DCBA 9876543210 FEDC. Okay, so that's my second value in there, and my third value that it wants me to showcase is 13579 BDFECA 86420. So I'm gonna reset this again, and it's asked me 13579 BDF EC AB 6420. So that's a new value in there. I'm gonna do the same, start and load that in. So now the new value is in there, and if I pause, it will show FECA A864 201 357 9BD. So that's the new value, and I can reset it using my key 0 here, and it's reset it. So that's part D of my Lab 3.